What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother, Son Soul X, in his joint. Check it out. Hit us up, www.kingandilife.com, for all our podcast info. Subscribe to whatever podcast platform that you choose. Also, hit us up, KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com. Email us your suggestions, your feedback, and all that good stuff. Tune in to us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we are all over all those social media platforms. Stay tuned for the good stuff. Yeah, we out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the King and I Life podcast. Soul Toucher the Poet, my brother.
Son Soul X.
Yo. We talking about this Black History Month thing, man. We're going to jump back into it. You know what to do, how to contact us, reach out to us, and all that good stuff. Bonbons and all that good stuff.
For sure.
So, before we took that break, one of the things that you were saying is we got a lot of stuff with us, you know, our people. And we're not the only ones that have a lot of baggage or whatever with us, with them. The one thing that really irritates me the most is, instead of us checking ourselves, holding ourselves accountable, and progressing and uniting, like you said, we give our stuff away. We allow others to dictate our mindset. We allow that because instead of us building from within, making our culture stronger, we are prostituting our culture, our abilities, our mental, physical, and emotional capacities. We're pimping that shit out. And we have the ability to limit that to where it does not degrade us at the core. That's what burns me up. That's another thing that burns me up.
I mean, the thing about it is, we up here, we want everybody to go. We want everybody to fucking come along with us. We want everybody to recognize the situation we're in so we can come together and do something about it. And I think that's part of our biggest problem. Because some of us, we're just never going to get it.
Right.
Sorry, it's just the bottom line. It's just
totally agree.
Never going to get it. I don't care how you try to explain it, chop it down, break it down, spoon feed them, however you want to do it. They're not going to get it, and they don't want to get it. So those of us who actually do want to make a better way for, our people, we have to stop waiting for those people, meaning your mom, your sister, your brother, your dad, your cousins, grandparents. We cannot continue to try to convince you to let those ways of thinking go so we can move forward.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop doing that shit because, again, I feel like we're just all going around in the same goddamn circle. Same circle. It's like some of us are wise enough and um, intelligent enough to know that, hey, we need to be heading south. But then, because the majority of the people don't know what the hell they're talking about, they're like, no, we need to go north. We don't want to separate. So we're up here going goddamn north, knowing that we should be going south because we don't want to separate. If you let a damn jackass lead you, then where in the hell are you going to end up at the end of the day? Exactly where that jackass took you. Instead of us, the ones who, again, who know better and want to do better, separating, like, nah, don't, we got to get there together. No, we don't. We don't all have to get there together. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters and the people. We can't all go. It's just that simple for me. I think, me personally, I think we're all being played like damn dominoes here. I mean, I don't give a damn what nationality you are. We're all being played. I won't go into it, but that's just how I feel. And I'm not trying to be, again, a negative Nancy, as they say. But there are so many things that we do have in common with, other nationalities that we can build upon.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of doing that, we're like, no, we got to get our stuff together first. Meaning, we still trying to get everybody on the same page. You're just not going to do it. So, again, we're going in the same circle.
You know what I find funny? Um, I actually find it fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about earlier how other races don't have a month or this or that, and it's a little off topic,
All right.
but the one thing that I find hilarious and at the same time sad about our people in this country is that everyone has this I need to belong to something mentality. And when you look at these Caucasians or white people, whatever you want to call them, in particular, the ones who identify as skinheads, Nazis, and this, that, and the other, not all of them have a background from that. And it's interesting how they all jump on, well, those who are involved in how they jump on that. And my thing is, if you feel so strongly that way, then go over there with that. Because that's not what this is here. I say that to say, when you look at our people,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot particularly like really identify where exactly we're from. But we don't have that same fucking energy to band together like that. We have too many splinter groups all over the place, and we're looking at each other talking about, oh, we gotta fight you. Oh, we gotta kill you. Oh, you fake. Oh, you a house nigga. Oh, you a Uncle Tom. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. And it's like, yo, did y'all ever think that we are stronger together? Like, did you ever think, does that ever cross your mind? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe I'm naive.
I used to think like that too. I'll be honest with you. I thought I still feel we band together, we can make a hell of a difference. Even if we just took one day out of the
Mm-hmm.
month and say we're not spending any of our dollars as a collective whole, the
Spending our
impact
dollars where though?
anywhere. I don't give a damn if you buying a bag of chips or buying some gas. You
Hmm.
just don't buy shit that one particular day. Eventually, they're like, "Oh, wait, hold on. We can't get y'all out. Wait a minute, hold on. Hey, Bob. Hey, we need to talk about this. Someone is gonna say, hey, let's sit down and see what we can do about this. Because there's one thing I've learned about this country is money damn near moves everything,
It does.
or doesn't move things. So again, uh, in a perfect world, we could all band together and come together and make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I say I think we have to leave somebody behind or some people behind is because where have we gotten by trying to convince other people to go with us that we should band together? Everybody got a damn excuse of why we can't do this and we can't do that. And I'm to the point I'm just sick and tired of all the fucking excuses. Get the fuck away from me. If you don't want to come together, fine. Go do your own fucking thing. But don't disrupt the ones of us who do want to come together and do want to make a difference. That's just the craziest damn thing ever to me.
I don't think it's so much that we gotta leave somebody behind. Um, I more so think it's a thing where people need to get a clue because again, at the end of the day, we can all move ahead and we can all move ahead together. But it, you're right. We need to leave some people behind. Fuck it. Need to leave behind. Need to leave behind.
And my thing is this, right?
Oh man.
When you look at the people who left England to come over here to supposedly start the new world, they weren't up there talking about, well, all of y'all got to come with us. Everybody load up on the boat.
Hmm.
Let's get it. They're like, hey, oh, you don't want to go? Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Right. All right. Deuces. Holla.
Exactly.
I send you a postcard.
And that's exactly what they did. Sent you a motherfucking letter. Sent you
Hmm.
a picture or something. However they did back then, they did it. But they weren't scared
Pictures.
to leave their native country to start over. You basically leaving everything that you grown to know from birth to whatever age they were. You leaving there to go to a whole nother country, start a new life.
Yeah.
And hell, we can't even separate within our own country. Within our own country to get people to see that we can't keep doing things that uh has gotten us nowhere. We still trying to convince each other, hey, we all need to go together.
You know what? I agree with you wholeheartedly, but the I think the problem with that is so many of us got left behind back in the day that it's hard to leave someone behind. Um it's just hard to. But just like the religious people say, everybody can't make it to heaven. Um everybody's not going to make it to heaven. But irregardless, I think we have this thing where we don't want to leave anyone behind because they're going to get swallowed up by the other side or whatever the case may be, for lack of a better term. But again, that lends itself to everybody needs to get their shit together. And you know, when I look at that, it's like, yo, y'all jokers need to one, get educated, two, be responsible as far as, you know, having kids all over the place. Three, we need to strengthen our communities, our households. Um, we also need to stop acting like we all suffer from some form of PTSD. Um, and we just overall need to make better choices. Um, I know I'll probably get pushback for saying we need to stop acting like we all have PTSD, but my problem is a lot of the things that are happening out there, it's either people are making irresponsible choices, piss poor choices, and blaming it on cultural shit that happened 300-400 years ago that they feel like got passed down in their damn genes. And it's like, yo, I don't know what happened with my goddamn family back in the day, but I know what I myself can do physically, mentally, and emotionally. I know what goals I have for myself. Did I do a lot of dumb shit growing up in my 20s and 30s and even in my, yes, but for the most part, it's like I have a trajectory that I'm on, and I'm not going to let too much knock me side to side off of it. That's just me.
When you said, you know, we don't want to leave people behind, that's our biggest fuck up right there.
It could be. It very well could be.
Because here's the thing, right? I remember watching this movie with Sylvester Stallone. It was something about him being like a recovery specialist or something like that. But anyway, there's this scene where these people were there in this tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some type of explosion that happened where, anyway, they were trapped underground, and they are trying to, get out without, dying, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But they had this particular couple. It was an old couple where I think the lady, she was just too worn out. She couldn't go any further. It was something to that effect. And, she was telling her husband, go on without me. I can't make it. And he refused to go.
Mm-hmm.
He laid right down beside her and basically ended his life with hers.
Mm.
And that's kind of like how I compare our situation to. We're the old man, some of us, and because we've had this lifelong connection with this lady, even though she's telling us go on, even though I can't make it, I want you to make it.
Mm-hmm.
We like, no, I'm not gonna go without you.
Mm.
And that's kind of like how I look at it. I'm like, why would you even want the other people to stay? Out of fucking comfort? So all of y'all can goddamn die? You get what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, if I was in that type of situation, I'd be like her. I would want my partner to go. Like, no, just cause I can't make it, that don't mean I don't want you to make it. So just go.
Mm-hmm.
But we keep on feeling like because we're connected again with family members and other associates, or however you want to put that, we refuse to leave people behind, knowing that our survival is dependent on us making a move or having a separation.
Hmm.
It's kind of like how some people, and this is not me, trust me. Some people refer to our kind as the NAs. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying not to even use that word anymore. And then some people refer to us as black people. And this was within our own culture. The black people are trying to separate from the NAs because they see the NAs are not going to change. They still keep doing the same damn thing day in, day out, talking about they want to change. And the black people are like, well, stop focusing on stuff that's not gonna take us anywhere, and let's focus on things that's gonna move us forward as a group.
Hmm.
And it's crazy to me again that we feel like we just, nope, I'm not gonna go. If all of us aren't going, I'm not gonna go, knowing that if we don't separate, all of us are gonna freaking not make it.
Man, that's a lot to unpack. Um, I look at it like this. Yes, we have that problem. We also have a problem with the crabs in the bucket mentality.
True.
Um, but I think with so much division, historical division, and what I mean historical is we have so many people trying to tell us where we came from and who we are and what we are that further divides us and makes us more clueless. Um, I look at a lot of how our people are. I attribute that to assimilating to traditions that are not natural to us. Um, one being Christianity, um, marriage, um, family structure, um, societal norms, economics. I feel like we have been too comfortable accepting other things that we don't know where our North Star really is. And again, and I will go with this until I stop breathing. No one can effectively tell us what our North Star is. Nobody. Because nobody can go back that far. And I can see that we have adopted ways that are not natural to us. I see that with people who come from different countries these days. You know, if you come from Pakistan, you come from India, you come from Asia, you come from Africa, you come from a lot of different places, they bring their traditions over here, but they adapt the traditions that are native, that what have been native to here for hundreds of years. And these traditions come from Europe, supposedly, because we just don't fucking know. So, although segregation, I'm not going to say segregation, although being with our own kind keeps a sense of unity and tradition, but it was inevitable in history for for all cultures to intermingle because it's been going on for centuries, and nobody can prevent that, whether it was slavery or whatever. The one thing that cannot be stopped is the intermingling of cultures. But for us, we are at a disadvantage because we have no real sense of what our culture is. That's just my opinion.
I would agree with that. Again, the thing about it is we have no culture, but we have all the culture.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
everything that we developed since we've been here.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed about traveling, to different countries is no matter where I go, I hear our music, meaning, artists that look like us, their music, no matter where I go. It's interesting. I had this conversation with this guy. He's Mexican. He was born in Mexico but raised in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me how it is or at least for him, when he went back to Mexico. He said it was crazy to me because people from my culture, if you come from America, you are now considered an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they look at you like you're a foreigner, even though you were born in Mexico.
Yep.
He was like, they don't trust you.
Yep.
He was like, the only way you actually gain trust as a Mexican, being from Mexico, and if you were raised somewhere else, is they judge you by your character.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, if you go there and you work your ass off, they'll respect you. They'll come to see you as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, if you go to Mexico and you half-ass it, meaning you want to work when you want to work, or, you just kind of bum around, he said they don't accept you. And I thought that was a real shocker to me. I never even conceived the idea that, people observe people from our country like that.
They do. They really do. They think we are lazy, entitled. They, yeah, yeah. Seriously, I've known that for a while. Yeah, and I think that's sad.
It is. It really is. Especially knowing how much we've actually, or our forefathers have contributed to this nation. And again, I'm not just talking about people that look like us. I'm talking about everybody who's contributed. But focusing back on us, when we, again, continue to keep doing the same thing time and time again, again, I just don't see us moving forward. Again, because the ones of us who want to move forward are held back by the ones that don't want to move forward, who want to keep these same cycles going on and on forever and ever until we're all pretty much doomed because certain people within our culture don't want to change. So it's kind of like how Jay-Z said, I had to get off the boat so I could walk on the water.
Boy, I swear you sound like me several months ago on another topic similar to this. I say I don't have no hope for our people. Now you sound like I sounded months ago.
And it's hard to come to that reality.
Man.
And again, it's not that I don't have hope. It's just I
You
don't
just have
see
to
it.
look at reality.
Yeah, I don't see it happening in my lifetime. I'll be honest with you.
Right.
That's the sad
Yeah.
truth about it.
I get it. I fucking get it, man. I get it. But yeah, it's the King of the Life podcast with your boy, Soul Touch of the Poet, and my brother.
Son Soul X.
Yo. We talking about Black History Month, and as you see, it has branched into, a lot of topics because, it is a broad topic. It has a lot of layers and a lot of stuff to unpack and a lot of different angles to look at. So we're gonna bring it back one more time after this before we wrap this up. But you know how to get in touch with us.
For sure.